This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, The Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on The Jason Walker Show.
It's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weight. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
The Jason Walker Show, presented by Helena Accommodations. The in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. Broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave, here's Jason Walker.
Happy Friday. Jason Walker back. Jason Walker Show, Major Mortgage Man Cave. And we welcome you in on a finally Friday. Hope you made it to the end of the week. It was a tough week, wasn't it? And then, of course, you end with a holiday. Although, is it really a holiday? Happy Valentine's Day today. Do you celebrate it? Do you care? Of all the made-up holidays, is this the worst or the best? You can get a hold of us at JWalker Sports on the Twitter. You can Facebook us. You can email us, jasonwalkershow at gmail.com. And for everything, jasonwalkershow.com. You can watch it live on the Facebook like you are. You also YouTube. Listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, TreasureStateRadio.com. And like I said, go to jasonwalkershow.com for everything show related. All right, so there you go. Let's see. So yeah, we're talking about Valentine's Day today. And I mean, do we care about it? Do you care about it? Really? I mean, is this one of those, are you a romantic? Now, I used to really like Valentine's Day. And speaking of, you can hear the garage door probably underneath of us here in the home studio, the Major Mortgage Man Cave. The wife is just getting home. So a few years ago, before we got married, she's like, it's a made-up holiday. I don't want to celebrate. And I said, all right. But then she got mad at me. And I said, well, we'll still celebrate it. So I still get her flowers. I still, I cook her a nice dinner. But it's not the same. Now that we've got the little one, now it's kind of a fun holiday again for her. She made it at we call it school, preschool, daycare. But it is a school. She made us a nice little vase with rose. I mean, fake rose. It's awesome. So that's the cool part about Valentine's Day, having kids again. Well, I still have. I mean, I got my oldest, but they're no fun anymore because they're old and they're gone. So having the little one makes Valentine's Day fun again. So yeah, I mean, the wife was on a work trip all week. She got home last night. I had flowers waiting for her for when she got home. It was romantic. I'm making her dinner tonight. She likes it. It's one of my favorite dishes to make. In fact, I'll tell you where I got it. I got it at Dinner's Done Right. It's pina colada shrimp is what we're having for dinner tonight. And she loves it. We used to do it for birthday because her birthday's coming up in 5 days. So this is a bad week for me anyway. I've got Valentine's Day and birthday to celebrate, all within 5 days. So I get screwed on this. I really do. Because it's, back to back. Now, some people, like a good friend of mine, his wife was born on Christmas Day. So that really is bad for him. But anyway, so I'm making a pina colada shrimp. You can get it at Dinner's Done Right all of February. Fantastic. The 2 to 3 serving or the 4 to 6. I went with the 4 to 6 because I like shrimp. So there's 30 in there. So I'll give her a couple and the baby, or not the baby, but the toddler a couple, and then I'll have the rest, right? Happy Valentine's Day to me, too. But no, it's just, and she brightens up a good point. It's a made-up holiday for guys to get in trouble. Because it doesn't matter, guys, listen up. It doesn't matter how much she says, I don't want to celebrate it, I don't care, it's Valentine's, it's made up, blah, blah, blah. You still better get her something. She's still going to want you to get her something, whether it's flowers or not. Now, I saw something yesterday on the interweb that you guys will spend on average like $153 or $54, $154 on a fiance. Married men for Valentine's Day will spend about $126. Now, is that flowers, chocolate, card, a dinner? What? I got the wife flowers. I'm cooking her dinner tonight. What more do you want? What are you doing for Valentine's? That's the question to my guy listeners or my lady listeners. You're fantastic. We have a bunch of everything. Everyone, I should say. Not everything. Well, we probably have dogs listening too and cats. I don't know. But do you celebrate Valentine's, and how do you? Just tweet us at JWalkerSports. You can email JasonWalkerSports@gmail.com. All right. We might talk more Valentine's here in a little bit. It is Friday on the Jason Walker Show, presented by Helena Accommodations, the in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Make sure you visit HelenaAccommodations.com. What else I wanted to bring? Oh, there's some cool stuff going on. You've got state swim meet. Is anybody in the state faster than Butte's Catherine Russo? She's like 5 seconds faster, I think, in the 200 than anybody else in preliminaries today. It's nuts how fast and how good she is. And then, of course, you got the state wrestling meet down at Metro Park. I'm supposed to say First Interstate Arena at Metro Park, but it's Metro Park. I mean, we know this. So, it's the 100 fly. Catherine Russo, by the way, went 55.47 in the prelims. That's 5 seconds faster than anybody else. So, why have a prelim? Just give her the damn trophy. She's that good. I know you got to, anything can happen. So, state swim at Great Falls, and then you've got state wrestling at Metro Park. And like I said before, I've not been there because I was always busy with basketball. But someday I'll get to the all-class state wrestling meet because, 12 mats, and it's awesome to see all the pictures and everything around there. They're through the first round down there. They got started late, like an hour late. I think they had some technical issues with the scoring system that they're using for the internet. Service at Metro Park is not exactly the greatest. And so they gotten a little behind down there at the state tournament. But by all accounts, it's back on. And they're wrestling. So you've got the second round underway. And semifinals will be tomorrow. And then championships tomorrow night, obviously. And then the wrestlebacks and all that fun stuff. Speaking of wrestling, what a great night of wrestling last night at Senior High School in Billings, where 9th-ranked Providence came back to get a 28-14 Cascade Collegiate Conference dual victory over number 20 MSU Northern. It was the first duel held in Billings for colleges, and what a great night. And really a great event because you have now the high schools going on today. A couple of former Helena area kids, Nick Coons from Capital, Landon Bailey from Helena High, scored decisions in the first two matches to give Northern a lead, and then you had the Argos come back. So UP now 14-4 overall, Northern 7-5. Let's see, Sean Roberts and Casey Dobson, both so good. They got pins for the Argos. Hayden Schroll, also from Helena, got a pin for the Argos. UP won 6 of 10 matches. But we talked to Providence interim coach Steve Comack earlier in the week, and he said, we're what a great time. And, a great exposure. There was 14 Montana kids on the roster wrestling last night for Northern and or Providence combined. And it's a cool deal. And now both will head off to the Cascade Conference Tournament coming up next week down in California. But a great 3 days of wrestling down in the Magic City. And that college duel last night, I hope they do this more often. That's fantastic. And a lot of the high school kids are able to go watch it. It was relatively inexpensive. It was $5 for adults, $3 for students and kids. So there was also some basketball last night. We're going to talk about that, high school and college basketball recap here in a little bit. And just keep flowing here on a finally Friday. Cats, Grizz both in action last night. And Frontier in action last night as well. So lots of great stuff happened last night. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on Valentine's. Do you celebrate it? Do you not? You can email jasonwalkersports@gmail.com, Facebook us, tweet us. And if you do celebrate it, do you go overboard? And, really, there's not many holidays that are worth celebrating. Like, the banks are going to be closed on Monday for President's Day. Do we still have to do that one? There's a lot of made-up holidays. And holidays just don't take on the same meaning anymore, depending on even what it is. I think the best holiday every year is August 30th. It doesn't matter what day of the week it falls on, but August 30th is the best day every year. You know why? It's my birthday. And that's really all we need to celebrate. You got the Daytona 500 coming up this week. Are you going to watch that? Are you interested in that? Is NASCAR still popular to some fans? You can let us know what your thoughts are. This is kind of you want to weigh in, you can on anything today. Let us know what you want to chat about today here on the Jason Walker Show. I mean, we have some stuff we'll talk about that I have planned out. But if you want to weigh in on stuff, do it. You want to hear more local sports? Let me know. You want to hear more national? Let me know. This is your show, too. So, got hockey tonight in Bozeman, ACHA. You got the Cats and the Argos. By the way, the Argos, it was announced yesterday, automatic berth to the national tournament, which we kind of expected after they won the conference tournament last weekend. So you get the Argos and the University of Mary both heading down to Frisco, Texas at the end of March. They got the conference tournament coming up, or regional. They got other stuff coming up. But you got the Argos and the Cats playing tonight in Bozeman, and then the same two teams will play tomorrow night up in Great Falls. Senior night, 2 nights in a row. So there you go. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We got some high school stuff we'll talk about, some college basketball as well. And like I said, it's kind of a free-for-all Friday. Let you weigh in on whatever you want. And if you know my phone number, you can call me and we'll chat on the air as long as you don't swear. Not that it matters because it's internet. But we don't want to, this isn't that type of show. Sometimes. All right, we'll take a quick break. By the way, the Jason Walker Show presented by Helen Accommodations. And this is great. The gang over there is fantastic. They've been with us for a long time. They just completed their 100th straight 5-star rating from clients, and they're happy for this. Dorme Bene Sleep Well, the extended stay environment has created terrific referral and repeat business. And what it does is cause Helen Accommodations basically almost always to be sold out. I mean, we're pushing for you to think about Helen Accommodations for the summer or fall, because that's how far out they're booking, because they get busy. And they've had to turn down prospective clients and even repeats and offer them to and refer them to others. So they have 22 extended stay suites, Helen Accommodations does in Helen, and they want to expand. Now, if you're a real estate owner and you have a terrific property, say single family, a duplex, maybe even a fourplex, this might be the time for you to join Helena Accommodations as an affiliate extended stay provider. Give James Yount a call at 422-6702. Have a discussion about this. It's a Helena Accommodation business opportunity if you have, say, an Airbnb, if you have any sort of an extended stay. Helena Accommodations wants to get together and partner up with you. Call James today at 422-6702. Dorme Bene sleep well. Take a quick break, come back. Jason Walker Show continues on a Friday next. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting, as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Happy Friday, Jason Walker Show here inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Presented by Helena Accommodations, the in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. Still to come on this day in history, the walk-off. Get you set for the weekend. So we're talking about Valentine's today. Do you celebrate it? Do you care? You can Facebook us. You can tweet us. How much do you typically spend? And how much what do you expect for Valentine's Day? Just let us know. You can, like I said, Facebook, tweet us. If you got my number, call, message, whatever. Email, jasonwalkersports@gmail.com. And for anything you may have missed this week or any of our past shows, and this week, of course, we talked to Mike Van Diest, heading out to the University of Mary. Go to jasonwalkershow.com. You can watch any of our old shows. You can listen as well. And we just have fun. All of our guests appear courtesy of the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. And, it's not just a home or a car. It's a 5-hour, hours that you spent in the kitchen, maybe cooking over Valentine's Day dinner. Or a road trip to, hang out with some family. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or a combo, State Farm agent Mike Miller sees your home and car as the time and memories that you put into them. Mike understands what your things really mean to you, and he's here to help give them the protection they deserve. Talk to State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena for your home and auto insurance today. All right. Valentine's, made-up holiday, used to be romantic. I'd like to think it still is. Anyway, let us know your thoughts. Just do it. Okay, what were we going to chat about here? Oh, did you see this today? I don't know if anybody else saw this today. So we know how at some points faculty and academics, we'll say academia, doesn't get along with athletics at most colleges and universities. Academics and faculty always feel they get screwed. They don't get enough money. They don't get enough, that's why kids are there, is to go to school. And it is. They're student athletes first. Not everybody, though, is an athlete. I get it. So, because I remember at Montana State, this would have been about a decade or so ago, Jake Jabs gave Montana State $25 million for a new business center, which was great. And then people were complaining because then Coach Rob Ashe and President Wade Cruzado were able to raise like $10 million to renovate Bobcat Stadium. And then academics were throwing a fit. Well, you just got $25 million for a brand new business building, which is built beautiful, by the way. So why complain about donors of spending their own money on athletics? And it's their money. Let them spend it however the hell they want. But here's the thing. So frustrated with recent budget cuts, Eastern Washington University faculty in Cheney, this according to the Inlander.com in Spokane. There was a report this month done by faculty at Eastern Washington that takes a look at the athletics department and suggests eliminating athletics department entirely at Eastern Washington. Yeah, you heard me right. They want to eliminate, possibly, the entire athletics department at Eastern Washington. This is from a faculty report in Cheney. The report analyzed the cost of the athletics program to be around $12 to $14 million per year, but says it, quote, no positive impact on our student enrollment, retention, or recruitment, end quote. I'm going to read that again. Athletics at Eastern Washington, according to this report by the Faculty Senate, says, quote, athletics has no positive impact on our student enrollment, retention, or recruitment, end quote. Obviously, I'm a sports fan. So I'm going to come from this from the sports aspect. What are you talking about? Athletics at a college or a university has a huge impact on student enrollment, retention, and recruitment. We'll take it down a notch to the NAI. University of Providence has 21 athletic sports. You know why? Because it brings in students. Carroll College added sports over the past 2 decades. You know why? Because it brings in students. Okay, let's break this down from student enrollment. That's that. Now let's go to recruitment and retention. Montana State and Montana are going 2 different directions with student enrollment and kids recruited to go to those schools. Not just athletes, students. Because students have to get recruited to those schools as well. Not just student athletes, regular everyday students. Okay? Montana State has growing enrollment, in part because of the fantastic facilities, i.e., academia, and because its athletic programs have succeeded. The University of Montana enrollment is going down. Why? It's a liberal arts school that keeps cutting programs, and aside from basketball, men's, they haven't had a whole lot of success in athletics as a whole. It directly correlates. David Cyphers, an assistant professor of physics at Eastern Washington and the author, or one of the authors of this report, told the Inlander that he hopes the report can, quote, start a conversation, end quote, with the athletics department and administration regarding the options to cut costs within the athletics department. Okay, so what do you want to do? The alternative model, according to this report in Eastern Washington, is to eliminate the athletics department, but it's just one of many suggestions. They want to impose possibly budget cuts on athletics, eliminating only football at Eastern Washington. I think Eastern Washington football, just a year ago, played for the national championship game. So these are the options. Eliminate athletics department completely, impose budget cuts on athletics, eliminate just football, which is the only sport at Eastern Washington and most colleges and universities that actually makes money. Or they can transition to the NAIA or D2 or NCAA Division III. Okay, well, D3 doesn't offer scholarships. D2 is a pretty big step down from FCS. And then NAI is completely different all around. So Eastern Washington has seen enrollment drop a little bit. And so there's been budget cuts, like there are colleges and universities across the country, mostly, yes, in academia. So this is one of the first instances I've seen to where a college or a university academic department directly goes after athletics and wants to eliminate athletics. Let's see. According to this report, in 2019, Eastern Washington Athletics spent $18.3 million, and $13.5 million came from the university through either direct institutional support, student fees, or indirect institutional support. So that means, according to this report, 74% of the budget of athletics is money coming in from the institution that could be spent elsewhere. So this is okay. So if you were to cut athletics, let's say faculty at Eastern Washington gets their wish and they want to go full extreme and cuts athletics. Forget football where 120 kids, okay? 63 of which I believe are on scholarship. 65 maybe. Okay, here you go. Here's my thoughts. If you were to cut athletics completely at Eastern Washington, which is what, let's not, beat around the bush here. Faculty would love if it was just academia at Eastern Washington. They would love to get rid of athletics completely. Well, there goes 400 or 500 students, because where those kids are going there to get an education and also to play sports. So you're going to lose those kids, which means then you lose money. And since you're, I believe, a state university, then you lose state money, correct? Let's say Montana or Montana State were to drop athletics completely. That's a lot of money that those schools would lose because they don't have the students. The Department of Education is not going to give you as much money if you don't have as many students. But it's amazing, this report at Eastern Washington. And if you want to read the full report, you can go to inlander.com. This is just blows my mind. Most athletics programs lose money across the country. Typically, football is the one that makes you the most money. And there's obviously different variations of this. Kentucky men's basketball makes more money than their football. Same for like a Duke or North Carolina. Those are basketball schools. But how much money do you think Alabama football brings in to the University of Alabama? A lot. This is crazy. I can't wait to keep following this. I mean, this is like a couple 1,000-word thing here that we're trying to read through. So if the report says out at Eastern Washington, if they drop to NAIA, would save $7 to $12 million, according to the faculty analysis at Eastern. Going D3 would save about the rough same amount, and becoming a D2 school would save about $5 to $7 million. The report also says if Eastern Washington stays at Division I, but eliminates football, it will save $3.5 million per year. And the report calls this a quote-unquote moral choice, saying this choice would anger a few vocal fans, but would show Eastern is standing up for the principles we publicly espouse, that we are here to help our students learn and successfully launch careers. We're not here to have them trade brain damage for a reduced cost education, end quote. Man. Oh, like I said, I can't wait to keep following this because this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, we'll keep an eye on this. All right, there was some sports that took place last night, high school and college. On the high school front, both Helena High boys and girls losing to Sentinel. Billings West boys have won 12 straight. They beat fifth-ranked Skyview last night in overtime, 72-66. Here's the big deal. West was up 14 with 5 minutes to go, was up 10 with 4.5 minutes to go. And then West player Neil Daly got a technical foul for hanging on a rim after missing a dunk. And then Coach Kelly Dara got teed up. And then while Skyview was shooting free throws, the West bench got another technical. So Dara was ejected, even though that wasn't on him. So there's 6 points. And then there was another technical on Daly, so he got ejected. So Daly and Dara each have to miss West's next game, which is, I think, next Friday. But West held on to get the win because Cade Tyson started OT on a 6-0 run, and then Josh Erbacher made an 8-0 run, and then the Bears sealed it down the stretch. But 4 technicals in a game on a high school front? Let's see. Other games have caught my interest. On the college front last night, Montana State men jumped out to an 18-point lead, held on to beat Idaho State, I think by 6. And that was our ball game last night. Oh, they won by 4, by the way, 73-69. But they led by 18 in the second half. Idaho State came back to cut it close, but the Cats got it done. So I know they gave away a lot of Rocky Mountain oysters last night to students. And if you missed our conversation from Wednesday with marketing director Bethany Cordell, yeah, it was a great ball game last night. Yeah, down there in Bozeman. The Grizzlies, I don't know if they played great defense or if Weber State just sucks. Weber State scored 37 points last night in a college basketball game. Montana, 72. 72-37 was your final. And the defense played pretty well. It's the fewest points that the Grizz have allowed in a game since a 5-33 win over Idaho in 2010. And the fewest number of points the Grizz allowed in a Big Sky contest since 1976. Idaho State beat the Grizz 25-23. That's pre-shot clock era too, I think. Man. Anyway, a big win for the Grizz men last night. Can anybody beat them in Big Sky? When it gets to the tournament in Boise, is anybody going to beat Montana? Or are they going to the tournament for the 3rd straight year, the big dance? Lady Grizz got a huge win at Weber yesterday on the road. And like it was bad. Bad. 78-46. Not as bad as the guys, but close. And then the Bobcat women won an 8th straight. So there you go. Let's see here. What else? College basketball as well. You had Western girls beating Rocky women on the road. And pretty handily, if I recall. Yeah, it was 62-41. Western will host Carroll Saturday night in Dillon. The Tech men beat Northern. Northern women beat the Tech women. And then the Western men beat the Rocky men. So there's a couple of 12-game streaks going on in Billings right now. You got Billings West boys have won 12 straight. Rocky Mountain men have lost 12 straight. But yeah, Northern men beat Tech, scored 44 points in the second half to get that win. And then, the Tech women, by the way, sorry. Tech women beat Northern last night. And Providence women won at LC, and then the Providence men lost to LC out in Lewiston. So there you go. Let's see, what else were we going to chat about here? Yeah, I am wearing a Broadview Lavina pirate shirt. So there you go. Got a Facebook message. Broadview Lavina. It's a little cold in our major mortgage man cave, so we try to wear long sleeve a little bit. But yeah, it's a little chilly here. MSU Billings men lost to Seattle Pacific last night. Saw this now. Lewistown's forfeiting tonight's game against Billings Central, played next week. We'll see. So no game tonight, Lewistown and Central girls in Class A. So now we're seeing numbers dwindle in basketball like we've seen dwindle on the football front as well. But, all right. Let's take a... I wanted to get to this. Because it's Valentine's Day. I ran into some friends at lunch today. And we all share kind of the same sense of humor, which is not arable. But anyway, we were talking about Valentine's Day, and I said to the guy, he was with his fiance, girlfriend, and I said, did you order Manscaped? And he said, no. I said, well, you should have. Because support for Manscaped, or support for the Jason Walker Show, comes from Manscaped, the best in men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. And I wish I had told this guy earlier in the week. I wish he had ordered this so he would have had it for tonight for Valentine's Day. And it just makes you feel better about yourself. Manscaped redesigned the electric trimmer, the Lawnmower 2.0, and now the Lawnmower 3.0. Has proprietary skin-safe technology. This trimmer will not nick, it will not snag. I mean, we're talking like 6,000 RPMs. Listen. See how quiet it is? And you can use it in the shower. It's waterproof. It's amazing. But don't use the same razor on your face as you do below the belt. It's disgusting. Anyway. Crop preserver, boom. Anti-chafing deodorant and moisturizer. You're putting deodorant on your armpits, put it on the smelliest part of your body. You get 20% off and free shipping using the code WALKER20 at manscaped.com. Always the right tools for the job. Your balls are going to thank you. And so will we. Because Manscaped is a fantastic supporter of the Jason Walker Show. Get 20% off with free shipping. Use the code WALKER20. That's WALKER20 at manscaped.com. 20% off and free shipping. Okay, so just because it's Valentine's Day and you missed out, well, now you got a chance to make good. I got a text message from another friend last night who ordered this product. And because you get not only the amazing Lawnmower 2.0 or 3.0, whichever one you order, but you get the crop preserver, you get the crop reviver if you need a pick-me-up. You get different, what's the word I'm looking for? Size things, guards. You get those. You get a sweet little bag, USB charged. You get an awesome other bag to carry everything in. And you get boxers. My friend texted me last night. He goes, dude, these boxers are amazing from Manscaped. Like, I know, right? Order some more. So get it done. Manscaped.com, 20% off, free shipping. Use the code WALKER20. We will take a quick break. We'll come back and continue here on a Friday on the Jason Walker Show. Thanks for joining us. We're coming right back.
Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Everyone knows about Dinner's Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinner's Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinner's Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
It is a Valentine's Friday on the Jason Walker Show. You know, next year it'll be on a Sunday, right? Because leap year? No. I think it'll be on Saturday next year. I don't know. Leap year confuses me. We have leap year this year. Does that mean I'm doing an extra show this year too? What's the calendar say? When is the 29th? Nope, it's a Saturday. So you have one less day of me. That's fine. Jason Walker Show is presented by Helena Accommodations, the in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. We will be here Monday, despite the fact that, you know, all government offices and banks and who knows whoever else are closed because it's President's Day. But we'll be here Monday. So you're stuck with us. All right. What else were we going to chat about? There's games coming up tonight. High school, college. Tomorrow, high school, college. You have the state wrestling continuing down at Metro Park. In Billings, you still have state swim continuing through the weekend up at Great Falls. And good luck to everybody. All right, let's see. We just got an update here. So this is this wrestling? Yep. BC team scores updated as of about an hour ago. Glasgow number 1 currently. Huntley number 2. St. Ignatius, Charlotte 3. Whitehall, and then Columbus, Absaroka, Park City, 4 and 5, respectively. All right, that's your BC update. Class AA team score update. I don't know how anybody's going to beat Great Falls High, and they sit number 1. Seniors 2, Butte 3, West 4, Bozeman 5. That is the AA update. I'm trying to see if we get a Class A update for team scores. I do not have one. But you can follow, was it trackwrestling.com? Has all the updates. And of course, 406mtsports.com. There's literally no better place other than the Jason Walker Show to stay informed with what's going on across the state of Montana. And everywhere else. So the wrestling tournament and swim tournaments continue this weekend. And then, of course, high school basketball starts tournaments, next week? No, the week after. It's nuts. We're getting to the end of the winter sports season. Like today is the start of it, the end. Because you have state swim and wrestling that started today wrap up tomorrow. And then you get basketball tournaments going on. And then we're into spring sports. So there you go. Let's see. What else did we want to chat about here? Let me look at my plan pulled up. Oh, we mentioned Providence hockey earlier in the show. And they get to go straight to the national tournament. Don't have to play in regionals. And they go straight to the ACHA. Class C districts begin basketball next week. Thank you. Class C district tournaments begin next week. And then so you have divisionals the 2 weeks after that split up. Class A divisionals, double A divisionals are coming up because the regular season in double A ends on February 29th. And then divisionals are the first weekend in March, state at Bozeman the second weekend. That's for double A. So back to Providence hockey, 22-6-2 overall, 2 seed out of the West, won the conference tournament last week with an overtime win over Mary. Mary, the 1 seed out of the West, both them, the Marauders and the Providence Argos, head off to nationals, which will be at Frisco, Texas, towards the end of March. Argos have been most of in the 2 spot behind Mary. So Mountain West Conference is where Argos, Mary, Montana State all play. Metro State as well. 5 of the top 7 in the West were from the Mountain West Conference. That's nuts. Utah Valley's in there as well. So the Argos will miss the regional tournament, which begins 2 weeks from yesterday. And then they'll find out right after that who they play first round national tournament, which is March 20th through the 24th in Frisco, Texas. And the Argos taking on Montana State tonight at Bozeman at Haynes Pavilion. And then go back to the Iceplex in Great Falls tomorrow night. Senior night in Bozeman tonight for the Cats. Senior night tomorrow in the Electric City for the Argos. But you know what? I've always liked hockey. I've become a real big hockey fan watching and getting to call a couple of hockey games. I like the pro hockey. Not a big fan of the NA3HL, whatever they call it, wherever the Americans, Bighorns play. But the college hockey is pretty good. I like it. But it's fun to watch. So if you're going to go to Bozeman tonight or Great Falls tomorrow, dress warm too, especially in Bozeman. Man, that barn is cold. Haynes Pavilion. And it's not as cold as it used to be because it used to not be closed in. It used to have openings, which made it colder. But so there you go. So good luck to both the Cats and the Grizz. And I think the Cats are going to make the national tournament as well. Remember last year they did it, surprising everybody. The thing about Mary and Providence hockey is these guys, they're both in their second year. And they're ranked number 1 and number 2. So that shows you how good, A, the coaching has been, and B, how good the players are in recruiting. So there you go. Let's see. 3 Capital guys into the semifinals for wrestling. Carson DeRozier, the defending state champ. Dylan Graham, Noah Kovic into the semis. So they've each won twice. 2 more wins gets them a championship. DeRozier, as a freshman last year, won state. He's looking to join that foursome, or that what's the word I'm looking for? All the ones that have won four timers. Wow, it's Friday. Can you tell? Whoo, Nelly. All right, let's see. What else did I want to chat about here? Zane McCormick of Capital is up as well. So maybe 4 into the semis, possibly coming up. And McCormick is senior this year. But there you go. Oh, I wanted to bring... Did you guys see this week? Oh, I can't believe I forgot to talk about this earlier. Have you seen the video circulating on social media of the guy sitting in the back of the plane and his seat does not recline because he's in the very back of the plane? The lady in front of him had reclined her chair. Well, he spent the whole flight just punching the back of her chair, like being a complete jerk. So it started a social media fight. Like, people are like, no, you paid for that seat. Recline it as far back as you want. And others are like, no, you should never recline it or ask to recline it because of, people sitting behind you. What's your thoughts on this? You can text, tweet, email. Should you be able to recline your seat on an airplane or a bus? Now, on a plane, I usually don't do it because I'm short. It doesn't really help me. Traveling with Carol the last 6 years, though, on the bus, I always made sure, because it was usually Hannah Dean that sat right behind me for the last 4 years. So I would always make sure that Hannah was okay with it to recline my seat. And that was just on a bus. And a bus has a lot more room than a plane. But is it okay? My wife travels a lot. Should have asked her, is it okay to recline your seat all the way, no matter what the person behind you thinks? Now, if you're the jackass sitting behind this lady, if you've seen the video, if he had done that to me, there'd have been a problem in the back of the plane. Don't hit you could ask me nicely to put my seat up, and maybe I'll do it. But if you're going to sit there and hit the back of my seat, I'm definitely going to keep it back the whole time. And then there were some comments of, well, what if the guy's got his work computer, or he's working, or he's having his snack, whatever. Well, that's his fault. But his chair doesn't recline. So what? Book your ticket faster so you're not stuck in the back of the plane. We had a couple things you can weigh in on today. This has been fun. Yes, it's okay to recline your seat. Just don't be a jerk about it. And that's what we're all saying, most people. I mean, I'm not going to slam it back and send your drink spilling everywhere. And if you are watching, a movie on your iPad or your computer or whatever, figure it out. There's room enough. If you got room to pull it out, then you got room to figure out where to put it. But there you go. Say there you go a lot. I don't care. Give me a new catchphrase to come up with, or cliche. But thank you for weighing in on that. And Valentine's Day, we talked about that today too. Is it a real holiday? Should you celebrate it? Do you celebrate it? Had some people email and saying, yes, you got to keep the romance alive, or yes, because you feel obligated because of the holiday. And it's not about buying presents or any of that. Like Easter. You used to get presents for Easter. What? Why? Why are you giving presents for Easter to kids? I get the Easter egg hunt and the Easter basket, but actual presents, you're open. No, it's Easter. And I'm not going to get into a religious discussion ever on this show. But all right. But no, I mean, I got the wife flowers. I'm cooking her dinner tonight. What else do I need to do for Valentine's Day? Talked to some friends today, the same one that was having an issue with manscaping, and he needs to go to manscaped.com. But lost my train of thought on where they were or what they're doing tonight. But yeah, I mean, what else do you need to do? And do not, I don't care what guy you are listening to this right now, do not propose on Valentine's Day. Under no circumstances should you ever propose on Valentine's Day. That is the worst. Valentine's Day and Christmas, don't ever propose on those 2 days. Those are the two worst days to propose. And I would put New Year's Eve as third. When did I propose? October 29th? There's no holidays around there except Halloween, which is, proposing is scary enough, but I didn't propose on Halloween. Okay. Just a little venting, which we like to do sometimes. And I'm not even going to vent about the national stuff like the Houston Astros and all that fun stuff. Okay. Today is February 14th. It is Coach Rochelle Sayers' birthday today from Carol. Happy birthday, Coach. It's always fun when she had a game. Usually we were in Great Falls or Northern on her birthday or home against like a Tech. Her birthday and Valentine's Day for Coach Sayers. But all right, on this day in history is brought to you by the Motherlode Sports Bar, Casino, and Restaurant. Stop by the Motherlode on Cedar Street in Helena and get a great meal. Have fun, be responsible, no matter what you're doing. All right, on this date let's see, there wasn't really a whole lot. There was a lot of Winter Olympic stuff, but stuff that nobody... Sugar Ray Robinson in 1951 defeated Jake LaMotta to take the middleweight title. The Olympic Games, the 6th, opened up at Oslo, Norway on this date in 1952, and immediately American skier Andrea, also known as Andrea Mead Lawrence, won gold in the giant slalom for the first time for the Winter Olympics for that event. The second Daytona 500 was held on this date in 1960. Junior Johnson survives a 37-car crash on turn 4 to win it. Wilt Chamberlain scored a lot of points in his career. He set the then record on this date in 1966, 20,884. Muhammad Ali beat Joe Bugner at Las Vegas in 12 rounds on this date in 1973. And let's see, 1993, Dale Jarrett won the 35th running of the Daytona 500. Clyde Drexler was traded on this date, 1995, from Portland to Houston. Houston would win the NBA championship that year, 1995. They'd also won it in 94. People will argue that Houston won back-to-back because Jordan was playing baseball. 1999, at the 41st Daytona 500, Jeff Gordon got the win, the first Daytona 500 pole sitter to win the race in a dozen years. Let's see, Alexander Bilodeau in 2010 won the gold in freestyle skiing men's moguls, becoming the first Canadian to win a gold medal during a Canadian-hosted Olympics. Because where was that? Calgary? No, Vancouver was in, Calgary was 88, Vancouver was in 2010. Let's see, Jamie McMurray won the Daytona 500 on this date in 2010. You got the Daytona 500 coming up this week. Shaun White, by the way, 2018, 2 years ago, he won gold for the third time in halfpipe. Won in 2006 and 2010, and in 18 he won at Pyeongchang. So there's your On This Day in History, brought to you by the Motherlode Casino, Sports Bar, and Restaurant. Go see the gang. Fantastic group. Love it over there. Have fun. Get a great meal, and drink or gamble responsibly. So there you go. All right, let's get to, there you go again. Let's get to this.
Yeah. We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
Not only is it Valentine's Day, the walk-off brought to you by Cafe Zydeco, it is also No One Eats Alone Day. Cream-filled chocolate day. National Ferris Wheel Day. And if you want to get real romantic, it is National Organ Donor Day. Take that however you want on a Friday. On the Jason Walker Show. Had a great week. Had a great time. We got some great guests coming up next week. Hope you had a wonderful time. Enjoy Valentine's. If you haven't gotten a card yet, do so, guys. If you haven't gotten flowers, you're hosed. Happy Valentine's Day to the little girl who's walking into the studio right now, and the little princess. Where are you at? You're on. Trying to get on. Am I pulling you up? All right, here you go. There's the little one. This is why we do Valentine's Day now, right? Can you say hi? Say hi. Okay, that is the little one. Her second Valentine's Day, but the first one that she enjoys. Yeah, you can have that back. Hi, there you go. All right. Jason Walker Show. Had a great time. We'll do it again next week. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I got to turn this on. I love the music we do here sometimes. Yeah. We got to finish the show. Can you wrap it up? Come here. Can you say bye? Got to wave. Can you wave? No? Okay. Blow kisses? Have yourself a wonderful weekend. We'll see you back here on Mondays, The Jason Walker Show.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.